Tango and I worked on a concept called mat work. So we have this nice green towel here, and he's generally free to explore this space. We're in an enclosed room with no distractions right now. So I'm waiting for him to let me know that he is in a learning frame of mind. And the way that he does that, is by moving onto his mat and sitting for me very nicely. So from here, what I've been able to do today is I've been able to introduce our ear thermometer and some general tactile sensations to him. A lot of this is going to look rather subtle, but for him it was some huge steps forward based on the last appointment we had here. And you can see that after I just gave him some pets, he's kind of lost interest. It's been a long day for him, and I've kind of pushed him outside of his comfort zone. So I'm letting him choose to move away if he gets uncomfortable or bored with the scenario. And he lets me know when he's ready to try something new or try something that we've learned by stepping back onto this mat. You can, if you're working on this at home, try to prompt him with a hand target or his name. And I do have his leash on him. Yep, good boy. Just to kind of keep him tethered if he does start just roaming and choosing to stay away. I can use this leash to give him a little bit of freedom with a gentle reminder, that hey, we are still trying to learn things, and get a couple cookies. Yep, good boy. So if you have a thermometer at home, whether it's like an under the tongue thermometer or an ear thermometer, what I would recommend is that rather than using the actual reader side of the thermometer to work with him on this, you use like the butt end. So it's a little duller, a little rounder, and a little larger than what he's going to actually experience. What we're trying to really get him used to right now is the sounds that he's going to hear, which is the beeping. All of these thermometers have a really nice, brief, high-pitched beep. So now that he's on the mat, I'm just fiddling with both of his ears, kind of sticking a finger in there, rubbing it around a little bit, and then he's able to enjoy a snack while I do that. And as long as he stays on the mat, good boy. If he does move away, again, that's fine. He's letting me know that he's losing interest, or this is not very motivating for him, or something more interesting is happening, and that's fine. I want him to have the freedom right now to step away if he gets uncomfortable or if something more exciting is going on, because this needs to be a positive experience for him. Yep, good boy. Come here. But when he does come back, we're going to end on a positive note. I know, that was a friend at the door, wasn't it? Can you come right here? Yep, good boy. Yep, good job. Which brings me to the next lesson that we did today, which is down. Down. Yep, good boy. So what I noticed today while I was working on down is that he's pretty reliant on what's called a lure right now, and that just is a treat in the hand that you pull to the ground. Yep, good boy. So in order to kind of break away from that need for a lure in order to get him to perform, you want to introduce a couple of reinforcement change. So, yep, good boy. A couple things that you can do is use the lure to get him where you want him to be in that down. And then once he gets there, of course, I have used the last of my really good treats to get him to do that. Once he gets to that position, mark, then pull your hand away as if you were going to retrieve the treat from a pouch or from your other hand before delivering it while he stays in the down. Okay, this breaks that mentality of, oh, I follow the food. Wherever the food is, that's where I go, and that's how I get rewarded, is if I just follow the food. Yep, good boy. Down. So he stops relying so much on the lure and starts following the visual cue of you touching your hand to the floor. I'd rate this at about a 2 right now. So we worked on this towards the end of the session when he was already getting a little tired and a little disoriented. But I was able to get him to move into a down on just the visual cue of me putting my hand on the ground from a sit about 50% of the time. The other times he would stand up, or he would just stare, or he would sniff at the hand to see if there was a treat waiting for him in it. And if there wasn't, then he would step away and be like, this is stupid, I don't want to learn. So the things we worked on today were just acclimating him to having his ears manipulated and having a thermometer with a little beep going around those ears. You can practice that at home with your own thermometer. Just make sure to not actually insert it into the ear. You want him to really listen to the sounds more than have that sensation. And then we also worked on eliminating the lure from his down. So you can practice just bringing the treat to the floor, and then once he achieves the position you're looking for, pull the treat away as if you were going to bring it back from a treat pouch or some other location before delivering it. Okay, let me know if you have any questions, and I will see him again next week.